All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. I am Darkwell Algo, and welcome to the morning stream. One second, let me get signed into the chat, and we will get going. Hope everybody's night was well. We do have some news today, and we've got some events that will move the market. So just want you to be aware of those. Don't think it's just going to be a normal day, because it's not. I expect choppiness for the open. We get about an hour, maybe about 2 hours actually before Powell comes in and starts affecting the market. So I've been trying to get a general consensus of what's going to happen. And basically, if he comes out hawkish, we should get some volatility. If he walks back, if he starts to walk back his statements of basically any sort of indication that they don't have this under control, or that their current strategy is not going to work, there's going to be some super volatility. A lot of this may already be factored into the market. If he comes out neutral saying we're staying the course, I think we may get the end of the year rally everybody is looking for. So it's just going to be jack be nimble, jack be quick. Don't get blown out of the market because it's FOMC day, and that can happen very easily. It's almost worse than don't lose your on a Friday. You know what I mean? So with that said, I have got a couple things going on today. Got a couple classes I'm going to watch, take part in. Still not feeling the best. Still not feeling the best. Morning, Laz. And let's see, what else do we need to do? Gonna wait for a few more minutes to get some people in, and we go there. Morning, Terry. And this will be the classroom I'm in today. Got tweet deck. God, don't need the email. Restream's working. Got that going. Got that going. This has been a great place to be the last couple days. All right, awesome. So, yes, today I am drinking the Bang. I needed the caffeine, the little caffeine boost. I gave it the old college try there for about a week with the rains. I am going to be moving to them, of course, like I said, but I just needed some extra caffeine today. All right, what are we going on? Thinking banks. Well, I'm looking at the queue right now, at the queues. Google formed a doji off of the 21 on the daily. The last time I did it, it gapped up like 200 points. Nvidia, inverted hammer. Facebook looks decent. I've got a very colorful chart. I can't even take a picture of it. So I've got my trade station set up over here, over there. So far, there may be a move for Citigroup, Morgan Stanley, Amazon's at support. Like, all these things are at support. The only one that looks a little bearish is Nvidia. Let me show you what Nvidia looks like. That's the Google. So, in other news, I have beast numbers for Google. I also have access to other stocks beast numbers if I want. Okay, it's not free. I actually have to pay for this one. So if as a group we can come up with a general consensus of another stock that we want to try to find beast numbers for. If you're not familiar with what beast numbers are, as I think it's Terry or the watch list know what beast numbers are. Actually found the group, got invited. Yes, good news. For example, beast numbers took Google yesterday from 2 to like 4, and then the numbers were just spot on. So I've got Google because Google can move. You can take Google options from 2 to 20, right? And if I'm gonna play something, might as well do that. Okay. So, with that being said, we have lots of news. I'm waiting for a couple of other people to come in. I've got some things some housekeeping I got to do. I'm waiting for hopefully Johnny shows up. All right, let me get into the news. Give it about 5 more minutes, and then we will go from there. All right, so okay, hold on. Where's the news? Lots of news, like actual news today. So, Trump Media and Technology Group announces partnership with Rumble Inc. Rumble, RMBL, right? RMB. A little off my chair. What's going on with me today? Right? Look at that little massive rally McRally, right? That's just the Trump news. Kapow. Kapow, kapow. Boom, 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 right? Look for continued movement in Rumble today. Is this it? What's Rumble Inc? I don't think that's it. What's Rumble Inc? Oh, Rumble to provide cloud servers for Trump. Ooh, he found a provider that's going to let him do what he wants. All right, so check it. This is kind of good news. This is a little lower, medium, mid-cap type of stock here. Right? It's just been chopping, consolidating, right? Pullback, rally, pullback. Couldn't get through 4-hour cloud. It's going to probably get through it today. Ready and fire signal setting up. Getting ready for squeeze, slingshot squeeze. Let's check it. We take out some of these levels, right? It's currently just trapped in this zone. If it can get into the daily cloud and run through that, this could go to 50 pretty quickly, especially since they partnered with DWAC. Right? If you don't know what DWAC is, that is Trump's social media company that he has been basically they're going to let him do what he wants to do. So currently they're at support, right? They pulled back right to that 4-hour cloud. Maybe another couple sessions for the slingshot squeeze to release, ready and fire to build up a little bit more pressure. But when it comes back around, it should launch, right? As far as scale goes, let me show you the scale of this just so that you can understand. This is $70, right? This is $50. There's that move there that can very easily occur. This thing's been known to make big moves before. I was wondering what I was missing. Why is it turned off? There we go. Muy better. Much better. So, rally, pullback, rally. Pull back to 618. Failed 618. All the way down to 382. 4-hour cloud support. Slingshot squeeze. Ready and fire squeeze setting up on the 4-hour. Initial pop, right? This was yesterday where things were having a hard time, right? Pulled back. So, possible head and shoulders or possible, right? Possible rally, right? This thing's got legs so that when it runs, it will run quickly. It's going to hit resistance at 55. But up until there, dude, that's a pretty decent move. I'm going to keep an eye on DWAC today, okay? Wow, that was an awful lot of attention placed on one stock. This is your Tesseract, by the way. The monthly cloud held, thankfully, right? Below the daily. It's getting back into the daily, getting back into the 4-hour, getting back. Like I said, remember, if Tesla can get out of this zone here, right? Until Tesla's out of there, I'm going to just chill. 962 for if you want to front run a little bit, a little cup and handle for me today. Depends on really what happens with the market. There was a Wu-Tang reversal. Hopefully somebody caught that. If you've been with this channel long enough, you should know when you see this here, you should get excited. Because what's up? Next move, fifth wave. Wu-Tang pattern reversal. Wu-Tang Wednesday, let's go. All right. Excited. Today's going to be a good day. Skillsoft raises full year outlook following stronger than expected results. Sees. Dude, can we even trade this? Oh, there we go. I'm not trading that. Sorry. I'm not even invested. Well, maybe. Hold on. Hey, now. You're a rock star. Alright, so they should get some movement off of this since they raised forward-looking guidance, adjusted the revenue, adjusted their cash flow for 2022, looking stronger than before by about 20 million. All right. Alrighty, let's get back to here. This is out. I wish we had some music on the stream. Unity Software files to sell up to 3.5 million shares of common stock by selling stockholder. All right. So the news I'm reading today, obviously the person didn't have their coffee or something that wrote it, because there's several sentences that just end in the middle of a sentence. Listen to this. This is legit, word for word. Unity Software files to sell up to 3.5 million shares of common stock by selling stockholder. Like, come on. Let's go, dude. Whoever wrote that, I feel for you. You must be having a bad holiday season. Because that was just like, either you're super excited to get to another piece of news, because there's another sentence in here that I noticed it with it. I'm like, whoa, what the what? All right, so Unity Software, this is a pretty decent move, right? Pull back to the 4-hour in the daily cloud, trying to move up to the 4-hour top, weekly mid, or 4-hour mid, weekly mid. All right, this is a pretty significant move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, breakout overhead resistance. Like, I like it. Another Wu-Tang pattern reversal, right? If and only if we break out of these previous highs at... All right, so hold on. I've got to fix this chart. This has been driving me bonkers for weeks. And if I don't fix it now, it's just going to annoy me. So where's it at? It's not the line. All right, I don't need all this stuff. I don't want the bid ask. Don't need the label. I like the high-low, right? All right, I think that is good. Yes, I can see that so much better. It was so hard seeing levels on that. 141.25, right? If it can get above previous highs, it's instantly going to run into an overhead resistance. If you can crack that, it's got a nice move up to 142, 143, 145. So 140, 145, 150. That's a pretty steady move for Unity Software if you're looking to play it. Okay. All right. It's 543. Moving on. Let's see what else we got here. IoT IPO share price at 23 a share. All right. That's BS. Coming from 9 to 23. Yeah. Nope. Moving on. All right. So this is some vaccine news, and this is impertinent. It's impertinent to listen to. It's the impertinent news for the day. All right. Moderna, Amgen, and SRPT have pulled out of the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference, the biggest meeting of on biotech's calendar, over the health risk of in-person gatherings. So Moderna, if you're a Moderna employee, you would assume that you've got the vaccine. Amgen and SRPT have pulled out of the conference. So SRP didn't like that news. mRNA, kind of neutral. And Amgen, which I keep forgetting to look at, but this thing moves well. Right. We looked at it earlier this week. We drew some levels. It's currently at the 4-hour top, right? That's resistance. Looks like all-time high too. I don't like this chart. What's up? I like this one better. Oh yeah. Moderna. Moderna. All right. Stop. Everybody listen. Right here. Right now. Johnny, I'm sorry. I apologize for ignoring you yesterday. It was not intentional, and I was really kind of upset when I had hurt your feelings like that. My bad, dude. Like, I really want to apologize to you from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. I just get going so fast sometimes. I overlooked it. I'll do a better job. So, you've been solid. You've been here since day one, bro, and you've supported me, and I just want to tell you I'm really sorry for making you feel that way, and I won't do it again. So thanks for reaching out, letting me know. Hopefully we can move forward past this. Okay. Yeah, I screwed up yesterday. So, all right. Or was I? Getting back into it. Hold on a second. Where did I leave off? Moderna. All right. So we did the Moderna news. Rally, cup and handle, falling down. I don't know. I don't like Moderna at this level. It's got overhead resistance. It's got it's either cup and handle or head and shoulders. Moderna is consolidating. I don't know with this one. Let's keep an eye on Moderna for today. Sell off, higher highs, higher lows. I mean, it's coming into, so look, this is what I don't want to have happen. So look at this pattern here, right? We get this kind of a move, right? That looks real similar to what's going on here. I don't want a repeat of the other day where, right? It seems to do that pattern, and that's why I'm a little sketched on Moderna. Look at this. It makes higher highs, higher lows, right? And then it gets everybody thinking that, oh, we're gonna break out, right? We're gonna do our thing, and then it head fakes us, right? Head fakes us. All the whole while, the real move is this one, right? It's a downside move. It's stair stepping down. It's head faking us the whole way down. So you just got to be careful, right? What are you two talking about? I don't even know, man. Fertilizer. It was funny. I mentioned that in another group with some Wall Street executive, like, "Yo, what's going to happen with the wheat yields with this fertilizer shortage?" And people were like, they missed the point. They totally missed what I was talking about. They tried to turn it into something else, which is valid, 100% valid. There's a transportation issue, but there's also a food growing issue, which I think is more important, right? So, all right, let's move on. I am rabbit holing it today. I'm lucky I'm not tinfoil hatting it. All right, moving on. Regeneron, REGN downgraded to market perform from outperform by Bernstein, right? They didn't really like that news. Nice little run the last couple days, pulled back with everything, trying to fight their way back out, got downgraded right into the 15-minute cloud. If that breaks, then we start coming back down to the downside, right? Regeneron, that's a high dollar stock. That's a big move. 670 to 6. Yeah, it's a $10 candle. No big deal. You guys are hilarious. Bellius Healthcare. So we mentioned Blue yesterday. They came right. So rally, pop, right? Just consolidation. Like I said, it's got to get over this line here. It didn't really do that yesterday. It did hold up. This is massive consolidation. Look at this. Right? Well, look at this right here. You see that squeeze? Right? It's 2 days worth of mid to high compression squeezes. And look at this here, right? So this is forming up to do something. They just announced that they're coming out with a secondary share, 25 million secondary share priced at $8. So you can either catch the $8 to $6 pullback, or you can grab the 8 to 10 rally. If you want to play a penny stock, this is one. I might even play this today just because I don't want to mess around with lots of money. I want to stay pretty cash light, especially going into FOMC. Yes, we have Powell speaking today, and it's gonna rock the market, rock the bells, y'all. All right. Legend Biotech offers to sell 300 million in ADS LEGN. Well, that's rollover, double bottom, possible move. All right, I don't even know what that stock does. In financial news, Discover Financial Services credit card delinquency rate at 1.6 versus 1.55 in the prior month, down from 2.3 same year ago. Net charge-offs rise to 1.5 from 1.4 in October, but well below the 2.5 year over year. I like this pattern. This is one of my favorite ones to see. Like this. I like that little pattern there. This is really going to be, so let's keep an eye on financials today. Let me see if I can find, what is it, XLF? IBM, let's see. Whoa, what's up with XLF? XLV, XLK, XLY is down. Goldman Sachs is up. One second here. XLF. Okay. That's not the greatest looking stock in the world. Let's go with XLV. Or XLK. XLK. There we go. XLK looks pretty decent. Let's check that one out, shall we? So this is key level of support that we're at right now. If we can get through this cloud, I think we hit 175 again. Right? XLK. Keep that on look. Keep that on look. Keep that on watch. Blah. Not a whole lot of financial news. Franklin Resources, Ben, raises their quarterly dividend to 4% or 29 cents per share. That's pretty decent on a $33 stock, right? AT&T's is only like, I know they have the highest one, but they've been sucking wind lately. Okay, UPS downgraded, UPS upgraded to buy from neutral at Citigroup, raising their price target to $250 from $245. UPS looks pretty decent. Let's check it out on the 4-hour and the daily. Right, you see what I see? Held the cloud, rally, pullback, held the cloud. Today is an interesting day. If it can move to the upside, let's go ahead and let's look at breaking that zone. As far as targets go, what do we got here? All right, so UPS above 205, target 210. 215, and then finally 220. I like Earnings coming up. Let's look at it on the 4-hour. Yeah, let's look at UPS today, shall we? What's up, Ludwig? Good morning. Question: can the Algo software run scans for bullish or bearish divergence? Yes, they can. I'll show you that in a second. I'm making a short list real quick. Oh yeah, by the way, I found beast numbers. Let's take a deeper look at UPS. I like that upgrade. I like this easy moving. Yeah. American Petroleum Institute reported crude oil stockpile declined 815,000 barrels last week. Gasoline inventories reportedly increased by 425,000 barrels, while distillate inventories fell by 1 million barrels. We should start tracking this a little bit more. If anybody's a master of spreadsheets, let me know. I just want to plug these numbers in every week and then have it plot on a graph, line graph. I think there's something there. I think there's a little secret pathway into the stock market there. Or, excuse me. Remember how we talked about Leslie polls the other day? They announced a 12.5 million share, right? Announced an offering of 12.5 million shares of common stock for holders. And this is, yeah, that's ugly. All right, I'm going to stay away from Leslie's. Hitachi and RE Automotive agree on collaboration to advance and simplify the adoption of sustainable electric vehicles globally. What is RE? A little penny stock? A little penny? A little pennier? All right, Six Flags upgraded to buy from neutral at Goldman Sachs, raises the price target to 52. It's pretty decent, right? Six Flags, it's at a level. If it pops, you can make $2 off that today. Lulu's Fashion Lounge Holding. Nope, that's not Lululemon. Pass. Okay. All right, world news. I'm going to go through this quickly, and then let's get into the plays. I'm still running a little bit behind. Dang it. I want to start getting through those quicker. Okay. All right. Chinese retail sales year-over-year actual at 3.9, below the estimated forecast of 4.7 and previous 4.9% reading. And Chinese industrial output year-over-year, actual at 3.8 versus 3.7 versus previous at 3.5. Unemployment rate at 5% versus forecast at 4.9. We'll check that out when we look at the Chinese markets here in a minute. So last night, the Senate approved another $2.5 trillion debt limit increase. Let that sink in for a minute. $2.5 trillion. Sending the bill to the House and a move to avert defaulting on U.S. debt. Right? No, that's a pretty good idea. The 50 to 49 vote along party lines comes a day before Treasury Secretary Yellen's estimate for when the Treasury would run out of ways to pay its bills. The U.S. government is set to add several China-based companies to its investment blacklist. The Financial Times reported on Wednesday as economic tensions between Washington and Beijing continue to escalate. Would love to be a fly on the wall in that room. Let's find out what it is. Puts. Burn, sucker, burn. Any guesses what that's going to be? Should we guess? Should we do a poll now? Should we do a poll to see what's going to be the blacklisted China-based companies? Should be interesting. And the UK November CPI higher at 0.7 versus 0.4. 5.1 year over year versus 4.7. UK November core CPI higher at 0.5 versus 0.3. Consensus was 4% year over year versus 3.7. So UK's November PPI input higher at 1% versus 0.5. Ooh, 14.3 versus 13% previously. So remember we talked about CPI numbers, right? CPI calculator. No, where's my... Let me find... Let me find it and see if I can get a pretty decent look here. Can I... there's the 6 o'clock bell, and gold is rallying. All right, let me get through this news where I'm running a little bit behind. Sorry, let me just trying to fix some stuff here. This is good. I like this stuff right here, right? Yen down, bonds down, crude. Trying to... little bull flag growing on crude. However, gold being up, it's not good for the crypto world. 1, 2, 3, Wu-Tang reversal on gold. Seahorse on ES and NQ. Oh, that's ugly. Let's probably better look at it so everybody can see. It's still somewhat flagging, but it's just riding that line right there. Do you see a dog, pony, or camel? Is this a camel case? Right? What animal is that? Let's figure it out. It looks like a camel. Welcome to Trading Stocks and Barnyard Friends with Darkful Algo. Alright, earnings today. Nothing that we would really play except for maybe Linear, LEN. They have earnings after the bell. This is the home builder that, right, last week was really, really strong. This week sold off. Looking for that run into earnings. They should have a pretty decent year this year. LEN, that's about it for earnings. BL, BD, ENZ, HEI, IRNT, LEN, NDSN all have earnings after the close today. All right, so news, mortgage application data should be in, or that came in at 7. What's the Forex Factory have anything to say about that? Not bad. That's British. Housing starts. All right, we'll check that out in about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and drop this down to the 3-minute chart so that we can get a little bit more price action happening here. 8:30 Empire Manufacturing Index, import prices, export prices, retail sales, and retail sales all at 8:30 Eastern, so in about 30 minutes. And then at 10, we've got business inventories, housing market, and the weekly DOE inventory data. And then at 2 o'clock, we've got FOMC meeting results. They're expecting no rate change, but really going to be listening carefully to Powell's voice. If he comes out hawkish, then it's going to be some panic at the disco. If it's more of like, stay the course, our plan is working, I think we might get the November rally, or excuse me, the December Christmas rally into next year. Okay. Really quickly, U.S. stocks are holding steady ahead of the most important Federal Reserve meeting in several years, as markets have baked in a hawkish tone from Powell in today's statement later today at 2 p.m. with expectations the FOMC will issue an accelerated timeline for reducing its monthly bond purchases and provides hints of a mid-2022 rate hike as inflation continues to surge past previous targets. Did you read that part about baked in? Right? Inflation readings over last week have risen. Concerned that Fed is indeed behind the curve. Right? There it was. Right? Behind the yield curve. Elon had it right. Smart man. Meanwhile, a sour outlook in China overnight as China saw a big miss on November retail sales in China and the fastest reading of UK inflation in the last 10 years. Also, World Health Organization said late yesterday, the Omicron is spreading at a rate we have not seen in any past variant. Ooh, but it's not, I mean, from what I understand, it's just an additional symptoms, right? Sniffles, malaise, kind of like what I'm going through right now. Ooh, would that be funny? Anyway, I went and got COVID tested yesterday. I'll find out today what's going on. Yeah, just not feeling the greatest. Even if Omicron does cause less severe disease, the sheer number of cases could once again overwhelm unprepared health services, but not. I don't have my tinfoil hat ready, so I can't help with that one. Asian markets, Nikkei index rose. Yay! Like rising in the Nikkei index. Shanghai fell, and Hang Seng, legit. Look at this. I'm telling you, the person who wrote this morning is having a problem. They did not have their coffee or their Bang energy drink. In Europe, the DAX is higher by 50 points. FTSE slips 0.2%, and U.S. stocks slid for a second day ahead of this week's Fed meeting, pulling back off of all-time highs. That's it. Let's get into the plays. Give me 1 second. Start firing them off. Johnny, you've got first dibs, so let me know what you want to look at today, and then we will go in order from there. I'm going to go wake up my daughter, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Microphone check. Can you hear me? Audio check. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Can I get some thumbs up, please? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Check, check, check. All right, now I'm a little concerned that I lost my audio. Can you guys hear me? Is this thing on? Hello? I'm gonna have to text Laz. Somebody tell me you can hear me. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, thanks, bud. Thank you. Appreciate that. I didn't want to have to start calling in the troops. All right, Johnny, what do you got here? So, AMD. AMD in the queues, huh? Yeah, I'm seeing it now. I see it in the chat now. Thanks. I forgot. I have a something happens. I can kill the stream before it goes public. All right, sorry, I'm just reading some news about the VIX and Gamma. VIX got pinned to its largest Gamma strike at 22, which is not so bueno. Like, we like to see Gamma in meme stocks, but not in the VIX. No so, not so bueno. Not so bueno. We don't like the bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Ooh. There's some Tesla news out, and it's not good. Who's my Tesla fans in here? Zero Hedge just posted. Zero Hedge just posted new lawsuits against Tesla alleged nightmarish conditions, rampant, and sexual harassment. They dropped that sexual harassment word in there, and Tesla's going to react to that. As soon as that hits the wire, right? As soon as that makes its way around, we will keep an eye on it. Let's draw a line because it's important to see. Hold on, let me just do this real quick. All right. We'll come back to that in a minute. AMD. All right, so what's going on with the AMD? With the AMD, I like this move here. All right. So it broke. It's holding support. It's doing a pretty good job. All right, let's just keep an eye on the AMD. So where are we at? We are. Yeah, it's kind of mixed. So monthly bottom down here, massive level of support. We should not hit that, right? We are definitely trading down off of highs. Little bebop. I think we might have hit the monthly bottom at 130.20. I don't have my thinkorswim charts up yet. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can find another way, because the Celts are off in TradingView, by the way. There's a slippage, and I don't. While I love the ease of use, I can't deal with the slippage. Regardless, AMD is selling off up into the 4-hour bottom and the daily cloud. We've got the 4-hour mid, right? The 4-hour mid and daily cloud top as a target. However, I don't like the down curled 4 hour Celts, right? They're pointed down, so that's downward pressure. We're in a squeeze, like we're in a pretty come on, right? Get this. All right, so this is the 15. Let me show you the 5-minute chart. Maybe that makes it look a little better. So Wu-Tang reversal, rally, overhead resistance, right? Couldn't get through it, pulled back, currently at the 4-hour Keltner channel bottom. Inside this daily cloud, which I believe, if I have it correct, should be, I think that's right. Like AMD's fighting for its, I mean, it's really fighting to stay up. As far as a target goes, I would say if we break 135, 137 comes in, a little resistance at 138, 37.75 for a move up to 139. So that 139 is the weekly Keltner channel cloud. It's closed right now, so it's going to fight its way to get into it. Obviously, 4-hour top is the target. When was the last time we hit the 4-hour top? It's been a while, right? It has been quite a while since AMD's went from 4-hour bottom to 4-hour top. Can y'all see that? Okay, sweet. So this was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move that it did. I was a little off on my predictions, right? This is really off actually. So we went 4-hour bottom, 4-hour mid, 4-hour top, 4-hour top, blew through the 4-hour mid, and it's been riding the 4-hour bottom. 4-hour mid, consolidated, couldn't break to the 4-hour top, right? So we've got a down-sloping 4-hour Keltner channel. We're currently below the weekly top. Yeah, we're currently below the weekly top into the daily bottom cloud again. So we're trying to get back into it, but we've struggled with this 4-hour mid for a couple weeks now, right? So either AMD comes out with something new, right, or a partnership or something. I would play it tight. It's probably got about a $5 ATR. Look for a pop to the right to 130, 137, and then maybe a pullback to 133. So I would play this zone right here, this daily cloud zone, right? So from low to high to low to high until it makes a move. Okay. Currently, it's not in the most bullish position, right? Obviously, rally, left shoulder, right? Pull back to the daily. Monthly cloud back down here at 129.37. I mean, that's a pretty significant key level of support. We've also got the monthly or the weekly mid. So, like, I used to be super bullish on AMD. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's definitely downtrending, right? Look at the move on the daily, right? This isn't a recovery or a fifth wave retracement. This is I don't know, man. This is a tough one. So it respects the weekly. So let's look at the weekly, shall we? I've totally whiffed this. That's one possibility for AMD, right? If it holds this 4-hour bottom, or the daily bottom, then there's a fight. Let's look at the algorithm. Peyton, are you awake? Peyton. Sorry. All right, let's blow this up. AMD. Yeah, I'm thinking AMD puts. I don't know. Maybe. All right, so let's look at this. The algo is making lower lows and lower highs. All of these block trades that have come in have been sell orders, right? We're not seeing any buy orders coming in. And how do I know they're sell orders? Just the way the price action interacts with them, right? We've got a white line level at 145, right? Let's just call this, just call that the line in the sand. 138.25, 138.50, and then I got some dark pool clusters here. Right, these all came in right at the close. Right, all these dark pools came in at the close. This regular blow, hold on, 12.14 after the bell. It's a dark pool level there, right? And then 12.13. Right, dark pool level there. So price action rallied up, resistance couldn't hold, pulled back, consolidation, pull back. So I'd say this is a pretty important dark pool level as well as this. So there's a channel there, right? Fight, fight, fight. Couldn't get out of its own way, right? With the algo net selling for the last couple days, price action really trying to fight to get out of this. something like this, right? Big massive move after the close. Let's look at AMD to the downside. All right, so AMD, if it can get above or below one, oh, let's just fib this out, shall we? All right, rallied, pulled back to the 618, retraced, consolidating, quick pop, right? If we get a move up below 134, I think we hit 133, right? If we take out the 618, so take out 133 or 132.86, I think we come back down and test 130, and then a move to 128, and then my favorite 1414 at 127.22, right? So rally pullback, that's through that side. Okay, remember this is inverted, right? So I still like that move. I mean, it's really struggling with this 135 level. So that's AMD. I think y'all know what you need to look, right? Okay. Johnny, do you got anything else? All right, I'm gonna move to QQQ real quick while we wait. Roblox reports November 2021 metrics today. Daily active users were 4.94 million, up 35%. She did not want to wake up. All right, so what's going on with the Qs? Gap up, pullback. So we filled the gap, which is good, right? That's a massive amount of block trades. So I'm going to move this down to... So last four... Oh, come on. 5 days it is. So let's see what we got on here. No regular block trades coming in to help us out. Everything's happening in the dark pool on the Qs. So interestingly enough, right, net selling, could this be a cup and handle forming, right? Does the algo take out its previous zone that it's in and make a move to the upside? A lot of it is going to depend upon FOMC today. Excuse me. It attempted a move, so rally, pull back to support, next move up. Like, it created a gap to fill. Like, there's a gap it's got to fill, right? We've got lots of dark pool interest. Lots and lots and lots of it, right? So, the 14th at noon, all of these orders came in here, right? We recovered off of there, right, with buying the dip. Right, they were buying the dip there. And then all these here, were they selling? Right, rally, sell, so buying into it, right, selling out of it. $392.10 is going to really be the decision point. So if price action can let's go back and look at our Tesla news. Like, I can't even with Tesla. It does what it wants to do. right? You would think it would do this. Nope, Tesla's like, oh, I broke out of resistance. I'm going to rally today. Tesla's going to rally today. So if Tesla can do... All right, so Tesla above 960 long, right? Just keep an eye on it. And the Qs, sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Rally pullback. Gapped up from this point last time, right? Fade, consolidate, gap up, consolidate. All right, so the Qs are, I mean, it's making a bullish move, right? It's got this gap to fill, which is nice. It's holding support 1321.34. Double green, right? Radiant fires consolidating. Right, that's a decision doji there, right? This is a 5-minute chart, right? I like the cup and handle. Again, into Powell, I'm not going to try to hold anything long. I think we get a pop to 392. If we break support at 387, I think we come back down to test lows at 383. So there's two ways on the Qs. We do this kind of move, right? That's to the upside. The other one is we break support and we come back down there. Right. I think that's probably the easiest way for me to show you. So just keeping a key level on your key levels of support and resistance, right? 386.60. And your resistance is, 388.43. So upside, downside. All right, that's the Qs. What else do we got here? Sorry. All right, let me go back, scroll up to the top. So we've got QQQ, Tesla. We will look at Tesla, DWAC. We looked at AMD. You want to look at Lowe's, Target, UPS. UPS, Target, Low. Tesla does what Tesla wants to do. I don't know how much of this is Apple, right? I wish I could. Thundercat, thank you for reminding me. Let me work on this a little bit. There's a way that I can. Real quick, let me work on that. I'll see if I can get a consolidated ticker created. I think there's a way that I can exclude a specific stock from. Anyway, CFVI is supposedly jumping after a mention of DWAC from DWAC. The bot noted people loading before the rumor last week. What's this here? This is old news. Why am I getting old news? No, old news. guess that, hold on one second. All right. Let me do this. All right, I got to try to get through some of these really quickly. So what I want to look at today is I want to look at Google. I'm going to check in on Apple. I also want to look at let's check out let's look again in the XP EV, and let's check in on Lucid while we're at it. Okay, so Google. So this giant move down filled the gap. It also pulled Google back to the 21 EMA on the daily. We've got a regular block trade, or excuse me, a dark pool target here at Google at 2916.53, which I believe Google's probably, yeah, it's on its way up to that. We have a regular block trade level coming in at 2960, which is here. So if and only if the Google algorithm can about face, right, and turn back around, right off of that support level there, if it bounces off of this dark pool zone, I think it can continue to drag Google back up. Google's got to fill that gap. Looking at Google on the 1 minute. Let me move these. Look at the Apple blocks. It's crazy. So we've got bearish divergence, which is pretty normal, right? A little head and shoulders forming here. I would look for Google to pull back to previous support before it tries to make any move higher. Lower, 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 high, lower, high. So intraday Google algos seem to be selling a little bit. Let me see if I can. There goes Q4 GDP. So U.S. commerce November retail sales at 0.3, consensus 0.8. Whoa. November retail sales excluding autos at 0.3 and 0.2. There goes Q4 GDP. What? Let's check out the futures. All right, so we just had some news come out, and whatever the news was released, obviously NQ liked that with a quick pop. All right, so we will be playing November retail sales at 0.3% below expectations of 0.9. Retail sales including auto and gas 0.2% below expectations of 0.8. And retail sales control group at negative 0.01 below expectations of positive 0.7. Right? Export price index 18.2% year over year, highest on record. All right, so remember, if we gap, we play the gap fade strategy. We let the initial pop happen, and then we wait for the gap, pull back to fade to fill the gap, and then we play a move off of that. We only really have about 2 hours that we're going to be able to play today before Powell comes in and wrecks the market. I mean, moves the market. Wow, we missed on our core retail sales. That's nasty. That is not the best. All right, hopefully everybody can see. Let me see if I can bring these up on a different. Right. So the manufacturing index is decent. Import prices have gone up, right? That's not so bueno. Retail sales are down. So So here's March of 2020, April of 2020, right? May of 2020, and then June of 2020, right? That's when we started getting a large influx of capital coming in. And then this year, February, March, and April, like there was a bunch of stimulus came out in February, stimulus came out in April, right? This was looking as on a good trajectory, right? However, with the miss, I think we started into a downswing, right? It's costing us more to get products in, and people are not buying it as a quick. They're not buying it as fast as they need to be, right? So import prices are up and sales are down. So yes, of course, we're gonna have kind of a shaky start to that, right? Initial pop, pullback, initial pop, pullback. Don't believe the hype, y'all. Don't get fooled. Right? Don't get fooled by this quick little, I'm going to take all your stops out, right? This is a stop killer. That giant wick, boom, I just took all the stops out. Now I'm going to dump. Down, down, down. Okay. Keeping an eye on these bonds. So you can get perspective like what's really going on. Hopefully y'all can see this. I should just move to a 10-minute chart. Remember I talked about that megaphone pattern? Well, it seems to be working. The sketch is real. All right, sorry. Okay. I'm trying to find Apple Algo is consolidating. Sorry, I just totally got screwed up on that. Get rid of some of this noise. Let me do this. Let me mark the white areas on Apple, and then I'm going to do a little trick here that hopefully can help make sense of some things, right? So I cleared all my blocks, and you see this dark blue line right here? That there's so many block trades printed at that level that it's forming a thick bar, right? We've also got that's all white line related, and then okay, let's do this. Hopefully this helps visualize some things a little bit. Now let's do this. Okay. 10% dark pole pressure is selling pressure. Look at what the algo is doing, right? Sometimes I need to remove the noise to really see what's happening, right? So algos are net selling until recently where we got a consolidation move, right? Gap, pullback, steady climb, stair step down, right? I think it's almost going to be impossible for Apple No, you know what? I'm not going to say that. Because this is a really, really strong stock. Okay, as far as Apple is concerned, what I want to see happen is we bounce off of this support and try to retake the 177 level. Apple above 177, I think, can really help the market out. Right? So 4-hour bottom, month or daily mid, move to the 4-hour mid, and then 4-hour top again is looking pretty decent. Is this a head and shoulders? I mean, yes or no. Like either this is the move that's already taken place, right? There's your neckline, right? And we came back down to support, or we continue to move to the upside. All right. Let's see if I can find anything else here. Amazon, possibly. Amazon daily bottom into the 4-hour cloud. This is the move I'm looking for on Amazon, right? One of these. All right. So I think that's a pretty decent move for Amazon. XPEV, we've got bullish divergence on the algorithm and regular block trade targets, right? This target is still valid. Here, we've got some levels there we got to be aware of. And then finally, dark pool resistance here and here. All right, so we break above dark pool resistance immediately into regular block trade, dark pool, regular block trade, dark pool, regular block trade. Stair step the way up. And all right, as long as this algo can continue to make higher highs and higher lows, it's currently creating a nice little bull flag, and price is following it. All right, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. All right. Gonna look at gold real quick and let's check it out. So gold is on the 10-minute. Let's just do this. Looks like gold is still down. It's formed a little Wu-Tang reversal here, and it's got resistance at 1774, which it's trying to make a move on right now. Hold on. I got the right gold chart. All right, there we go. So quick little pop, little drop, coming right into support as far as gold is concerned, right? Right into support. I'm starting to get bullish on gold. Let me do a little bit more research on it, on the gold front. As far as ES is concerned, so sell off, sell off, sell off, rally, right? This is rally to yesterday, right? Consolidation overnight, couldn't break previous highs, pull back, one more time, one more attempt at it. Get rid of this blue line that doesn't really mean anything, okay? So we are pretty much chopping. Let's see what's ES 46. ES 4642 is the pretty much the line in the sand. If we break that, I think we can get a nice strong move to the upside. Currently, what is this level here? Oh, sweet. So we have a, let me get more into that voodoo stuff later. Like it took, like this, did you, oh, hold on. Like it wicked up and grabbed all those stops. There's a bunch of sell orders up here, right? Buy, sell, boom. Took out all the stops. NQ is making higher highs and higher lows, so let's just keep an eye on the NQ there. ES is just chop fest, man. And yeah, that broadening formation, right? It's pretty legit. Like, I think if I'd done a better job of like putting some time in on this drawing, right, finding the real correct levels. So that broadening formation is no joke. So riding the right, you know, this is the Dow. I think the Dow can melt down. We do have support, however, at 35336. All right, let me do a little bit more research on these tree lines, grass lines, sky lines, right? They all have a meaning. I'm just not super versed in the voodoo lines study and the way that it works. I'll review on that today, right? Hold on, I'm just checking on something real quick. Choppy, chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. Super choppalist. All right. I'm not finding anything that's got some severe divergence for us to be looking at as well. Sorry, I left on the XPEV. I think we might continue to melt up on XPEV. Lucid, price actions trading with the algorithm. Again, not really anything out there that's screaming, hey, look at me, I'm diverged. We've got nice, you know, bounce right off a regular block trade at 40, right? Bounced off of that, smacked into this dark pool level. We've got a bunch of white line levels and downside support. coming in for Lucid. Lucid's, I think it's starting to get a lot of computer trading happening when we see regular and dark pool levels print at the same level, right? Oh, this is a 1 minute chart. Let's do this the smart way. There we go. Lucid looks pretty bullish, yo. So if we wanted to trade something for the longer term, I'm definitely a big proponent of Lucid. We've got a regular block trade target right here that we need to come up and grab. 44.72. Look at this base. Regular, this is retail. Let's get retail investors involved and not just dark pool stuff, right? So this is the 14th, but it's also pretty valid. What did I do? Grab the wrong tool. So this is a pretty valid level for Lucid, as well as this one. And then we've got regular blocks, regular block at 40, right? And then we got a dark pool at 39.50. Right, there's your base. So rally, pullback, rallied through, pulled back, rallied through, pulled back to dark pool, rallied through to regular block trade, or to white line level, pull back. If this level of support holds, the algorithm is net buying, right? This is a pretty bullish stock. As long as FOMC doesn't come through and wreck it today, I'm going to look to pick up some more, probably some more commons on it. It's coming up to a pretty significant level there. So if Lucid can get up above this 41.15 level, I think we see a move to 44. Above 44, then we obviously play our zones, right? We got a zone here, right? Play this zone above that zone, right? We come and take out the next one. Stair step your way up on Lucid. Lucid looks good. All right, let's see what else we got. mRNA, we already went over the news with that. Roblox, what's going on with Roblox? Morning, guys. Running formation. Gold. Am I missing anything? Oh, yes, my bad, dude. Roblox, Apple. Let's look at UPS and Target, right? My bad. I forgot about that. Target, UPS, and Lowe's. Sorry. All right, there we go. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. All right. So from what I understand, something just came out with Roblox. Maybe the news is wrong. So stack positive moving averages. Looking for this squeeze bounce to happen, right? Start taking out some previous highs on our way up to here. There we go. There's your levels. So pull back, retrace to the 382, pull back. The next step should be the 50% retracement and then the 618. If that happens, this is how it would look. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I messed that up. Something along the lines of that. All right, let's see. 1, 2. This is, unless this is the move, and which it could this could very well be the move here. So the fifth wave would be to there, right? 109 on Roblox, right? The Algo is just trading with price action. We got some dark pool or regular block trades that are going to cause some overhead resistance that came in on the 13th, right? Close. So there's a regular block sell order, and then on the 14th we got a regular block sell order at the bell. What? It's kind of nasty here on Roblox. Pretty nasty. Just keep an eye on it, Roblox. It can get sketchy. All right, UPS. Is that the UPS? That looks like Apple. Oh, what's going on UPS? So UPS got upgraded to buy from neutral at Citigroup, raised the price target to 250 from 245. So they got a nice little $5 upgrade. The algorithm is steady buying, right? We've got some resistance right there. We've got some support right here. Right, this is long-term support. In the middle, we got some resistance there, and we got some support here. So I've given the just showing like half of the lines a little bit of love for the last week. I don't know if I'm really feeling it as much as I thought it would be. Right? Don't know if I'm feeling it. So if this is starting to form the right shoulder of a longer head and shoulders, we can at least see a move to 206, right? Possibly. Oh, it's already made that move. Rally, pullback, rally, pullback. Yeah, so as far as zone trading goes, we've got a demand zone right here on UPS. Oh man, sorry, my bad. UPS is having a little bit of a problem here. What's going on? How is that right? 206.85. All right, you know what? I've got. I'm gonna throw up the futures, and then I will be back. I'm gonna take a quick break. Let's watch futures on the 5-minute chart, and I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. Let's check some things out here. Let's look at futures real quick. All right, so I think that this is going to be the statement of the day. It's just, I think we're going to get choppiness all the way up until FOMC. Where is this guy? All right, so I'm pulling up possibly, if it works. All right, everybody can see that all right, right? Okay. Walmart looks good. Morning watch list, morning cover, morning killer. Yes, that's a broadening formation. Gold is, it's slowly moving on its way up, right? It's holding its trend line. Tesla is heavily weighted in the NQ. Look at this. Oh, come on, load. Look at that. Nice move on. Dude, just Google. Let's look at Google. Okay. I'm going to give you guys some levels for Google today. Okay. Oops. I just can't have that. Sorry. Sorry, can't show you that one. It's against terms and conditions. Or else I'd love to show it to you, but I can't. All right, here we go. Cisco. Morgan Stanley raises their price target to 61 on Cisco. That's pretty good. Let's move in pre-market. DWAC. All right, remember DWAC? Sorry, I never went over Target. I apologize. Target. Target does look good. It's making kind of a W-shaped pattern here. We've got the Algo is just trading with price action. We've got regular and dark pool levels that are going to provide some support and resistance. Those regular block trade levels are 239.60. That's your target. We've got support at 234.17 and 235. There's this 237.50 level that's a regular block trade, and then we've got a dark pool at 238.18 that came in on the 10th at the close. Since then, price kind of fell off a cliff. So large sell orders coming in, start getting some regular block trades. Buy orders, right? Those are after the bell. All right, price is causing price to increase. Overall, the algo is kind of making a little bit of a consolidating U shape here, right? Algo forming a cup and handle. Price actions obviously got overhead resistance. It's got a break on target. Give me the right chart here. All right, serious overhead resistance, bounced off of the weekly bottom in the daily cloud, or excuse me, in the monthly cloud, back into the 4 hours, into the dailies. But look at the sloping down of the 4 hours, right? This is a very heavily weighted stock, right? Well, it's heavy, right? So, target is this. Let's look at some downside targets on target, shall we? So target below 230, 227, 225, 223, right? If it rejects, if it can basically get out of the bottom of the 4 hours, right? If it gets out of the bottom of this 4-hour daily cloud, it comes down and it tests the weekly cloud top again at 230, at 231. If 231 breaks, 226, then 225 on target. Downtrending, Algo, I mean, we got a little bit of a MACD crossover here. Algos aren't really helping it out. Right? Look at that. Boom. Right to cloud support. It's coming down. Let's see what else we got here. Right? It's in this cloud. It's falling. Right? I think 230, like I said, I think target to the downside is a play for the day. All right. Let me look at some numbers for Google. $3,000s, 2950s. $29.75s. All right. I want to look at Google real quick. I'm sorry. Let me get finished with this last one. Lows. Right. Rallied up, hit this regular block trade, and it's just stair stepping its way down. Whoa. No, you don't need to be in here. Sorry.
Appreciate it.
Bye. All right. Right, hold on 1 second. Let's check this out. So, take a screenshot of this. Hopefully that's clear enough. There's some levels for you, some options targets, right? Amazon 3500, 3520s, and 3550s. The Googles, I'm going to chart those Googles real quick. The 2950s, 2975s, and 3000s. 3000 or the 2950s yesterday moved great, so I'm looking really hard at those. Nvidia to the upside and downside. Shopify 1450s and 1500s, and Squares 175, 180s. Those 180s on Square look pretty decent. Please screenshot that so I can move on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Lows. So back to lows. What's going on here? I've got about 4 more minutes and I got to shut down. So, irritated. from high to low with regular block trade targets in the middle. We've got some dark pool targets as well. So initially we want to target this. What the hell happened there? I target that dark pool level and then this zone as well. The algorithm is consolidating, right? I think we might be a little early on this reversal on lows, but look at this massive consolidation for the last couple days. If it can crack that top, I think it's got enough juice in it to kind of pull price action up with it. Right, price action did break its long-term downtrend or uptrend support, and it may be back testing it. So we've got to make sure we look at both ways. So if this is a back test of this trend line, then we come back down. Contrarian, if this is a new reversal, give me the right thing, right? If this is just a rally back test of this regular block trade at 252.46, then I think we go up to 257. Lows is wick killing, right? It wicked down to the daily bottom, weekly bottom, right? That's considered a touch, so we may get a rally off of it. If it bounces off of this 4-hour bottom here, then we can get this move back down, right? Contrarian, if we get this kind of a move, right? It really is going to depend on what happens, right, at this 4-hour level. So the 250 level is the key for lows. Let's just call it 251.14. Rally up, right, up and over, back test, right, to the mid, back test, up to the top, right? Hopefully that makes sense to everybody, right? From the daily bottom to the mid to the top, from the 4-hour bottom to the mid to the top, off of weekly cloud support. Right? Slingshot squeeze setting up, ready aim fire setting up on the 15-minute. We got a 4-hour cloud support held. We may be a little early, so chopping in this cloud a little bit, but that's a move. 245 to 250, and then above 250 we get woody again. Contrarian, this breaks, and then we play the downside. Pretty significant move to the downside, maybe a little bit of a recovery, right? Looking at lows on the weekly, right? I would say this is probably the 5th wave played out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we came down like we kissed this demand zone. I'm really distracted. I got some weird news that came through and I'm irritated about it right now. Sorry. It's like things are going backwards instead of forwards, and I'm a little concerned about it, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it today. All right, so we gotta shake it off. We got about 3 minutes. I gotta run. Let's look at the Googles, shall we? Come on, where's that? Google. Googly googly goog. Googly googly goo. The Q, quick chart. All right, let's look at this. You guys can't see this chart, unfortunately. Let me see if I can grab it and bring it up for you. There we go. All right, so Lucid, for people that have been playing Lucid with me, I'll just do this one since it's up already. Lucid came in right off of a point of control above the 200 on the 2-hour chart. It's rallying above its levels, right? This is a demand zone that it's bouncing off of. So if Lucid can break, the safe move is Lucid above 44. Then we come back up to 50. Daily move down to 2 ATR, down to the bottom of its ATR. Daily range, radium fire signal setting up. I'm bullish on it. I'd like to see some more green in these 10x bars and some of these histograms starting to turn light blue, but I think we get a pretty decent move off of it. Pre-market HOD at 40.70. If we clear that, I think we're good. Let's look at Google real quick. And then I got to run. Unfortunately, I've got to run. So if you want to play something, play Lucid. Yeah, we're looking at Google, right? If it loads, it's taking forever. I hate it when TOS does this. It's such a POS. This is why I don't stream the open, because TOS just sucks every resource I have available, and it's just hard for me to trade and stream. All right, so Google, right? Lower end, low compression squeezes might fire off. These 10x bars might fire off and turn these upper time frame ones to yellow and then green. Look at this massive doji, right? I don't know if this is a death cross, right? But we rallied up. We pulled right back to the bottom of our ATR range. We closed below the 21 EMA on the daily, right? Everything's pointing down. We barely we closed right at the 200 SMA on the 15 or on the 2-hour chart. If we get a rally and pop today, Google goes back up to 2,900, right? Or higher. It's trading at 28.85 right now, so it's trading on its way up. These midterm green 10x bars firing off to turn those green. So levels on Google, I like the I like the 29.75s, anywhere from $2 to $3 per contract. I like the 29.50s, anywhere from $2.50 to $4 per contract. And if you want to live loose but tight to the vest, the 29 or the 3,000s at $1.40 to about $2.60 per contract are pretty decent. If we can get a pullback on Google in the morning to those levels for the options contracts, those will have the highest chance of opportunity, the biggest opportunity to run. The 3,000s can move really quick, but they can only move about $1. 29.50s yesterday were gold. So that's it. I do got to run. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, tomorrow will be a better day. Sorry, I'm gonna go take care of some business stuff that's got me irritated right now.